Yo, what's up, guys? This is your boy Kofi Hemming back at it with another video. Today, I'm gonna be talking about NFL rumors. We're gonna be talking about off-season talks, playoffs, and all that jazz. But first, um, um, we're gonna be talking about Deshaun Watson. So basically, what's been happening, according to a lot of NFL reports, that said that Deshaun Watson wants to pretty much leave Houston. I mean, it's already imminent that a lot of reports said that he is not going to come back to the Houston Texans. And I mean, multiple reasons is that they didn't consult with him in terms of getting a GM. And there's also been reports that the owner has been saying a lot of racist remarks, and that really rubbed Deshaun Watson the wrong way. And I mean, even a lot of fans were even clamoring that they were going to do a gathering to make sure that Deshaun Watson stays with the team. But we already know that's not going to happen. So the ownership, they really burned their bridges with Deshaun Watson and his team and his agents. And so let's talk about potential suitors. So I think some potential suitors that are really good for getting Deshaun Watson are, one, the Miami Dolphins. It's a good destination for him because Deshaun Watson said that he would like to be traded there because they have that one black head coach. I forgot his name. What's his name? Let me look it up right now, guys, real quick. Let me look it up right. He was actually on Bill Belichick's team. He was part of his coaching staff when they went to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, his name is Brian Flores. So Brian Flores, who's pretty much a defensive head coach, um, with the Patriots, he became uh, a head coach with the Miami Heat 2 years ago after the Patriots won the Super Bowl. And the way he's changed that culture with the Miami Heat, you see that everybody's playing for each other. You see the defense is very cohesive this past season. Xavier Howard, he had an all-pro season. Um, Byron Jones had a really solid season. All around, that defense was pretty good. You have Devontae Parker, who's going to be a pretty good receiver. He's going to be an all-elite receiver. He's pretty good. And you got some pretty good running backs over there. And Matt Breida, former San Francisco 49ers, is also going to be on my list. It's pretty solid. They got they had some good players on there. And you see that the culture is really changing in terms of everybody that's around Brian Flores. And a couple draft picks that they can package in this deal is that they could trade 2 first-round draft picks with Tua Tagovailoa in this deal. I mean, which is pretty interesting after one season. I mean, to only have one season and try to trade him is pretty kind of astounding to me after 1 year. But, we'll see. I mean, I really don't think they should trade Tua. I mean, they should at least give him 1 year. But, if you have a chance to trade for Deshaun Watson's caliber, I mean, who wouldn't? So the second team, that's a good destination for Deshaun Watson, is the San Francisco 49ers. Now, you see with the San Francisco 49ers, you saw last year that they went all the way to the Super Bowl, but they couldn't beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Part of the reason why is because Jimmy Garoppolo, he couldn't get him over the hump. Even though they almost won that game, Jimmy Garoppolo, he missed a wide open receiver. He overthrew Emmanuel Sanders. Well, not Emmanuel Sanders. Is it Emmanuel Sanders? Yeah, it was Emmanuel Sanders. He overthrew him in that game, and that could have pretty much sealed that game, and San Francisco 49ers could have won that game. And we know that San Francisco, with their defense that's going to be coming back, you have Nick Bosa coming back next year. You have Arik Armstead. Um, and depending on whether he comes back, you have Richard Sherman. I mean, he said that he didn't want to come back, but I think he should because, I mean, this team is going to be good next year. And, yeah, I mean, and then you have a great head coach uh, in Kyle Shanahan. He's a really great head coach. He runs that West Coast style offense, and he runs it really well. And he runs like kind of like that zone scheme where he gets his running backs gets that open zone in that scheme. He runs it so perfectly. And even with all their deficiencies, I mean, they still like won 6 games with all those injuries. Goes to show you how much of a great culture that Kyle Shanahan built in that team. So, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Deshaun Watson went to that team. And the third team is, I mean, of course, I wouldn't, I wouldn't do it, but at the same time, I kind of would. Is the Chicago Bears. Now I know, it doesn't seem ideal, but I mean, Ryan Pace and the management, they can rectify their wrong for not drafting Deshaun Watson because they really did miss out on Deshaun Watson. Now, granted, during that draft, everybody was so high on Trubisky, but the one problem that Trubisky had, and everybody knew that Trubisky had, was his pocket awareness and his accuracy. He's always had a problem with his accuracy, even in college, and he didn't have that mental fortitude to help a team win. But with Deshaun Watson, he has great accuracy. He has the mental fortitude. He's a great leader. Something we that Chicago fans are dying for. Yeah, we had a great quarterback. We had Jay Cutler. He was one of our most talented quarterbacks. But the only thing is that he didn't have that mental fortitude and he wasn't a leader. Nobody on his team liked him. There's too much toxicity in that locker room. But if you had Deshaun Watson's caliber, he could completely change that locker room. He could completely change the player's mindset to develop a winning mindset. And he could help that team get over the hump because we already have a defense that's ready to win a Super Bowl. I mean, we're a quarterback away. Shoot, Grant, I mean, with depending on what Matt Nagy does, because we know Matt Nagy, in my opinion, he's kind of a quarterback killer. But I think Deshaun Watson, he kind of covers some of those deficiencies. I think with his input, he could probably help Matt Nagy to design some scheme plays, design some plays to help this offense succeed. I think if you get Deshaun Watson's caliber, I mean, Deshaun Watson can be like the Michael Jordan of football in this town. Shoot, hell, he would be more famous than Michael Jordan in this town, to honestly tell you the truth, because this is a football town. Like, Chicago's a football town. This is where the NFL was founded. And if you get somebody of his caliber, man, guys, it's going to be one hell of a season in 2021. But, yeah, guys, those are some of the things I kind of wanted to talk about. I mean, depending on what happens this season, I mean, anything can happen. But, I mean, it's a slim to no chance that we might get him. But at the same time, everybody said that, oh, we weren't going to get Khalil Mack. So, I mean, this is the NFL and this is sports. So anything crazy can happen. So I wouldn't rule out that possibility. But at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up. Because, I mean, we do have Matt Nagy as a coach. And we know Matt Nagy has freaking destroyed Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, I thought we should have kept Mitchell Trubisky and fired Matt Nagy because we already seen in 3 years that in 18 of his 50 games, you only scored one touchdown, including the playoffs, which is unacceptable. But anyway, guys, that's my video. I'm going to make another video after this detailing how the Saints got whipped by the Buccaneers, and I'm gonna make a diss video of Drew Brees, and yeah. So guys, peace out. Take it easy. I'm out.